I only need the one hand. What's going on, guys? One Hand Man here with another Modern Warfare 3 commentary. It's a flawless gameplay, but at the same time, it's an undeserved flawless gameplay, and you'll see why when I get to my first kill. But yeah, anyways, wanted to talk about life. And by life, I mean college. And by college, I mean how frustrating it is. I graduated high school in 2010. It's no big deal, you know. That puts it 2 years ago this June. But I had some family complications arise, and I had to take a year off from school. And from there, it kind of just went downhill. So skipping all the unnecessary stuff, I started college this year. Started in August, and it's actually been pretty good, despite the constant uphill battle I had to deal with trying to get my financial aid that summer. I was supposed to have, you know, everything in by like July 14th or something like that, and I did. But apparently there's like other paperwork you're supposed to get that they didn't tell you about until, you know, as you were turning it all in, or when it was due. So it was like a mad rush for me to get a hold of my parents living in different states because I moved away. It was a bit of a challenge to get everything around and get what I needed to get my financial aid. Because of that, I almost missed the deadline. I did get everything turned in time to get, you know, my financial aid, but then the college itself held up the process, and I didn't get my financial aid in time to pay my tuition with, so I had to pay it all out of pocket. Well, by out of pocket I mean my grandparents helped me pay for it, but so yeah, I didn't actually get my financial aid until the day after I needed it. And I was like, well, that was kind of retarded, thanks. But such is life. So that was kind of a problem. But it all worked out, you know. Because I'd paid for my tuition myself, I was able to use my full financial aid, my Pell Grant, and put it entirely towards, you know, books and materials and things that I needed to get for my class. So it worked out in the end, but I still wasn't very happy. And it still royally frustrated me. Oh, what else? So, first semester is about to end, you know. My semester ends next week, December 9th. Today is the 3rd, it's a Saturday. Not sure when I'll be able to upload this. I've been having upload problems with YouTube. But anyways, so that's all fine today. So I'm starting to register, you know, for my spring semester, which would be great, but apparently I'm not allowed to sign up for the classes that I need for my major. And that's becoming a real issue, because if I can't get a 12 credit load this semester, I don't get my full Pell Grant. And if I don't get my full Pell Grant, then I can't go to school this semester. So I'm like, okay, what the heck? I spent an entire day last week just taking college placement tests again, just to get placed into one 3-credit-hour class. I get home from class that night. I was like, you know, no big deal. I'll give them time to put the paperwork in the system. I got called into work the next day, which was like, I was like, oh, perfect, you know, this will give me, you know, even more time. It will ensure they have the time to get the stuff put into their system, and then I can register for the classes I need. Not quite the case, apparently. I got home from work that day at like 3:30 in the afternoon, and immediately went online to sign up for the next class I needed before I went to my class I had that night. And lo and behold, it wouldn't let me register for it. So I got really frustrated. I checked this morning, and it let me finally sign up for the class I tested for, but it's still not letting me sign up for the last class I need to finish out my semester load to get my full Pell Grant required for my, the class I need for my major. So I'm not sure what to do about that. College is really starting to aggravate me, but such is life. Everything does. But I mean, if it wasn't, no, I can't really say if it wasn't. I mean, I like school a lot. Call me a nerd, whatever. It gives me something to do besides go to work and play video games. I mean, I don't really leave the house much. I mean, I'm living with my grandparents, but I pay all of my own bills for the most part. I pay my car insurance, I pay for my gas, my phone bill, my Xbox Live, all that. So, what few hours I'm getting at work right now, the money I make from that immediately goes to paying the bills. So I don't really have, much money to go out and splurge on going, like, say, to the movies or buying inhuman amounts of games. I mean, the most recent purchase of games I did was on Black Friday, and I bought 4 games that I've already played through. I bought Call of Duty 4, Final Fantasy 13, Grand Theft Auto 4, and Resident Evil 5. I've played all 4 of those games completely. I got Call of Duty 4 because it's bar none the best multiplayer Call of Duty ever, despite only like 30,000 people playing it anymore. But I still have it. I mean, I enjoyed the game a lot. I got a prestige on it, so I get a prestige token in Modern Warfare 3. But I also figured I could upload some gameplays of Call of Duty 4. I just got to remember to plug my PVR into my computer when I play it. I've had a lot of really good games on it, but not had my PVR on to record with. So that's also been frustrating. But yeah, I mean, with that situation, going to school, is kind of my break, I guess you could say, from, playing video games all day or going to work all day. So, it's nice because you get to go, you see friends in person, you're not just talking to them over the mic while you're shooting people in Call of Duty or something. I mean, it's nice. I don't know, it's hard to describe. Hopefully some of you understand what I'm saying. Who knows? I don't even understand what I'm saying. But, yeah, it's really starting to frustrate me getting all this done. Hopefully next year won't be as bad. I mean, geez, I'm only going to a community college. You'd think it'd be a lot easier than this. But, oh well, such is life. I will say that a million times. Let's see. What else has frustrated me lately? I don't know if you guys have caught the irony yet of why I chose this gameplay to do it. I'm talking about things that frustrate me. And if you'll notice, 90% of my kills so far this game, I haven't actually been looking at the people. And that's my connection's fault. On my side, client side as it's called, I'm aiming directly at the people. And on my screen, I'm aiming at them when they die. But because my connection is not all that fast, it doesn't transmit the data fast enough to the server. So all the server sees is just them getting killed. It doesn't, pick up where I was aiming. That's why you've seen me sprinting backwards and aiming at a wall and kill a guy and then I'll look at him. So yeah, it's kind of frustrating playing on my end because what happens on my screen doesn't always get sent to, the host player. So it kind of screws me over a lot. Oh, excuse me, I just yawned. But I figure since that frustrates me too, I could use that as a gameplay to help tie in with my frustration commentary. But, I mean, since the game's about to wind out, just a couple quick, small tidbits of information of things that frustrate me. Akimbo FMG9s. I cannot wait until the Infinity Ward releases the patch for those to freaking nerf those. But that could be a while. So until then, I will continue bitch pissing and moaning about my assault rifle being beaten by Akimbo machine pistols. What else? Corner campers. That's a given. I mean, I don't camp corners. You've seen me this game running around the map. I don't camp unless I'm getting shot at. But, yeah, just a couple quick that was all quick things in this game that frustrate me. But yeah, life's getting frustrating. Figured I'd do a commentary to help vent about it. you guys know the deal. Got more commentaries coming. But yeah, stay tuned, guys. I'll talk to you later. I'm one hand man. I have one hand. What's your excuse?